Hey guys and gals, what's up? It's Nihad Tiger, and I have been spending my day out in the fields here, planting my wares, and trying to get rid of all of this warp that I've got on me. We made so much warp last time. Well, we didn't really make that much warp, but we made a fair amount of warp last time on our lovely little research. So I figured, why not go ahead and try and find a way to clean it off? But also, thankfully, last time when we were mucking about doing stuff, we found a way to do it. In the good old Thaumonomicon here, got ourselves, let me see here real quick. I might have to close out of something. Maybe making my game lag a little bit. Here we go. The Purifying Bath Salts, Sanitizing Soap, and Arcane Spa. So, these things all are used in getting rid of temporary warp, and for the soap, the chance of non-permanent warp getting removed as well. Keep in mind, permanent warp, once you get it, there's no way to get rid of it besides using cheats or deleting your player, deleting or editing your player profile, and I don't have access to that, obviously, on the server. I'm not an admin, so I can't do that, and I wouldn't do that. That's kind of the cheap way of going around doing it. So, we're going to take this a little bit slow at a time here. Not going to rush head on into the dark arts quite as fast as perhaps some of you thought I would, but purifying bath salts, warp is a danger for even most careful thaumaturges like myself. For those that have done a bit too much dabbling, warp effects are probably more than just annoyance. Purifying bath salts help that. Simply tossing these salts into water will turn the water into a silvery purifying liquid that soothes away stresses of the day and brings temporary relief from the effects of warp. It should be noted, however, that the more warp a thaumaturge suffers from, the shorter the duration of the protection. So the more warped you are, the less effective these things are going to be. Salts are fragile, will soon dissolve if tossed around haphazardly, so don't toss them around. And they require Salus Mundus and Aurum, 6 Aurum, 6 Cognito, 6 Ordo, and 6 Sano. So, thankfully, we have some Aurum. We have plenty of Aurum. I have 48. Wow, I must have got a whole bunch of it. We also have, let's see, do I have this? I haven't smelted this up yet, but I have some additional Ordo shards in there that we're going to smelt up to get some Ordo out of that. Let's see here. We need that for Sano. And by the way, in case you're wondering what the instant health potion and the golden apples are for, we're going to be smelting those away to get some Sano because it's only in things that heal you. So golden apples and potions of healing and things like that are what you can find Sano aspect in. Very hard to get to. There's a couple of ways around it that makes it a little bit easier. Graph's Grinder really helps with that as far as getting a lot of gold and a lot of potions from the uncommon mob drop. So what was I going to do? I needed something. Oh yeah, I needed some coal so I can fire that furnace up. There we go. Oh, and while we're up here, I'm going to go ahead and I've already made Salus Mundus, so we don't need to worry about that. What was I going to put in here? I was going to put something in here. And I forgot. Oh, I was going to put the shard in there. And I was going to cook that. Well, guess that's not going to happen today. I'm a dum-dum. There we go. Alright, so the other thing that I wanted to make... Oh, and I went past it. Why did I do that? Other thing I wanted to make... Let's open up the Thaumonomicon here. We actually have two things. Arcane Spa, which we'll get to in a minute. Sanitizing Soap, which requires a tallow block. And that is 9 magic tallow. And magic tallow is rotten flesh with 2 Praecantatio in it. Very easy to make. It's mostly used in candles. But in this case, we can also use it for soap. Obviously, that makes sense too. So, tallow blocks are used in the construction of tallow golems. And for sanitizing soap. So the soap cleans the flesh, but effects it has on your psyche is what truly makes it special. When used, it has a small chance of reducing non-permanent warp and will remove all temporary warp. So that's good. That's especially good if you've got a lot of things that you're making that require you to go into forbidden magic stuff, because every time you make something that's a forbidden magic item, you get a little bit of temporary warp. Also, there's other ways you can get temporary warp in the game, like from fighting Eldritch Guardians. If they hit you, you can get temporary warp from that, or going to the Outer Lands. If you step on those traps, you get temporary warp from that. So use it while under the effects of a warp ward or while standing in purifying fluid will increase your odds. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to try that out. And then the spa, we'll get to that in a moment. So, first things first, let me go ahead and fire that bad boy up. I need to see, where's our Cognito at? Where's our Cognito at? I know I have a jar for Cognito somewhere. Or I think I do. Maybe I don't. That's not good. But in this jar over here, we're going to go ahead and we'll put the apples in. And those actually take a while to cook up. I might need to put another one in there. So we'll let that cook. And then while that's working, I'll go ahead and hook up the essential tube back here. Oh, there we go. Hook that up. And it's now making tallow for us. So by the way, yeah, I love this thing. So I just put a bunch of rotten flesh in here, hooked it up, and selected the tallow recipe, which tells it go. And it pulls the, we've talked about this before, but it pulls the essential from the tube, makes magic tallow. And there we go, 9 magic tallow. Very easy. Oh, you never scanned this because we've not made it yet. There we go. So that's magic tallow for you. So we'll make a magic tallow block and scan that. Alright, where is my box? Right here. Tallow block. Grab that, throw it down the floor. Scan that. Get some more out of it. Where's my carrots at? Because I'm hungry. Okay, so we'll munch down our carrots here. And there's one more thing that we can make, and that is the arcane spa. So pouring bath salts into water is a bit of a chore, but luckily easily solved with a bit of magic. You've created a handy machine that, when filled with water and bath salts, will automatically mix them and pump the liquid into an area above it. The liquid will fill a 5x5 area above the location where the machine is placed. So the top here is going to have to be on the bottom. Additionally, you have found that it can be used to pump nearly any liquid you can fill it with. You can fill it with automation or by clicking on the block with an appropriate container. Applying a redstone signal will disable it. Okay, cool. So this is the recipe for those of you that don't remember this. I think we briefly touched on this last time. It's a water jar in the middle, piston on the bottom, quartz on top, so it matches the block, and then 4 arcane stone blocks. Go ahead and grab that out of there, get our wand back. So now we've got an arcane spa, which is cool. You can take this downstairs. Let's go downstairs. We're gonna do this downstairs and outside, just in case there's any adverse effects. I always like to experiment outside of my house because I don't want to blow something up or cause something to otherwise be moved. That's why I moved the the rolling machine outside a while ago. So let me find a good spot here for putting this. Right over here will be fine. We'll make it like a little 3x3, and oh, actually it's got to be one more down because that's going to be on the bottom layer, like so. And then we'll make a little, this will be like a 5x5 area, right? We should probably, if we're going to do that, we should probably also block that up because otherwise it's going to spill over. And there we go. Grab a torch. Get my torch back. Let's put that on the edge. So 5x5 area. This is supposed to be what the maximum is for the spa. I've never used this before. This is a relatively new addition compared to some of the other things that are in Thaumcraft that I've played around with. So we're experimenting. We're trying out new things. It's very exciting. So here is the interface, by the way. Mixed with ingredient. So we can put some water, I believe, in here. Do we have a bucket on us? No, we don't have a bucket on us either. Let's go back up. Let's check how the smelting is going with the apples. I've never smelted down apples before, so messes, a lot of that. There's some Sano. Oh, it's stopped. Okay. It's filled up, hasn't it? Okay, it's filled everything up. So that's fine. That's fine. You can attach this this jar up here. Let me just get that up there, thank you. And that will empty that out. Oh. So is that working now? Okay, yeah, it's... Is it not? Huh. I don't know why these aren't smelting up. Even though it should be drawing from... Oh. Because there's extra lucrum in there, huh? Can we... I hate to do it to Nemesis, but... We might have to. Where is my jar of metallum? There we go. Okay, now it's working again. So we'll put this down here. Now it's smelting up again. Good. Good, 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 good. So we also want the Sano from up here. We need that pretty quickly. Let me get my labels out too. So we can label this bad boy up. There we go. Now we've got our Sano all labeled up, ready to go. How is that? Okay, it went into the wrong jar. This is the fun of having to move jars around in Thaumcraft. I'll take the Vitreous as well. That will be very helpful. And then there should be some Praecantatio up there. Yep. Oh, that went into there. We'll rescue that. So the Praecantatio is no longer needed. We can take that, pull that out. Jar of Essentia. So I'm down to needing Sano, and where is that's Messis? Oh, I need to put another one in there. And where is? Oh, I should have a Messis jar, shouldn't I? Somewhere. I could get more. Oh yeah, I do one right over here. Okay, there we go. So confusing sometimes just to get all this stuff kind of figured out and moved around. And oh, it's a full jar. I must have an extra Messis jar upstairs. That means then if I left that down there. Yep, there we go. Extra Messis jar. I knew I had an extra one somewhere. So we'll plop that down there, free that up. That's gonna be Lucrum, huh? Okay. So I'll just leave that down here for now. Where's my? Do I have a Lucrum jar? I don't think I have a Lucrum. I hate these levitators. I don't know why I installed them. Why I insisted on installing them the way I did. Now we have a Lucrum jar. I don't think we have one before. We haven't had a need for one yet. And then that will do its own thing, and it's going to smelt up. Alright, so that's okay. But the bad news is we can't move the metallum jar, because if we do, it'll go into the hopper, and we don't want that. No, sir, we don't want that at all. So, Lucrum goes up there. Sano comes here. This is kind of my life with Thaumcraft. Everything moves around. Okay, that's the extra Sano we need. And I'll put you over here so you can pick this up. This is so much fun. So, just moving jars around and everything. But it's all necessary to do what we need to do. I don't have any Cognito, do I? So Cognito, if you ever need it, by the way, comes from a whole bunch of things. Paper is the easiest way to get to it. Brains as well. I could probably do some brains. I have plenty of brains. So let me see here. I need 22, I think is what I counted. So 6 brains will suffice. 6 zombie brains. I should have 20. I have 23. That's more than enough. So we also need a water bucket while we're up here. Where's my utility bucket? There's my water bucket. Oh, I have a bucket anyways. Okay, that's good. So Sano, we have enough Sano. Oh. Ow. So let's pop this in here. And we'll put the coal in there and let those smelt down. So it's always good to have more Praecantatio. It's always really good to have that in reserve because you'll need a lot of it. So we got 22. That's exactly how many we need. We can put that. Let's put that one over here. And Ordo jar's back there. That's hooked in already. So let's see here. It's Animus. Where is? Don't I thought I had a Cognito jar. That's the thing that's always confusing me is I can't remember what jars I have, which jars I don't have, and these stupid things just want to keep moving all over the place. I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna put you down as well. It's gonna be a bit of a mess right now because I'm trying to sort through all this stuff and get it all taken care of. Put the Lucrum jar over here. Get that cleared out. There's some more Messis up there. Oh. So, not easy to do. Not easy to keep all this stuff organized. And I could set up a big piping system where it would all automatically go there, and I probably will eventually. I plan on building a very large distillery for all of my Thaumcraft aspect needs, Ascension needs even. in the near future, but that's 24, so that's everything we need for that. We're good to go. Alright, so there are two things to remember, which are that salt and soaps are made in crucibles, so you can make them in the thaumatorium. Don't have to worry about using the arcane, the infusion altar or the arcane workbench for that. So that's very helpful. But we'll go ahead and we need that hooked up. Oh, and that's going to be venting, but that's okay. And then we'll hook you up because you're needed for all of them. And you are needed for all of them. Okay. So let's go ahead. We will put the... I think the tallow block goes in there first. Yep. Oh, we need the alienness for that one. The salt can go in there first. What are we missing? Okay, oh, there we go. It's making the salt for us. Nice and easy. We just click on it. Oh. And... oh, it's not getting the... I'll have to break this real quick, but it's not getting the pressure is too low from the stuff. There we go. That should have done it. I hope. No, it didn't do it. So now we gotta troubleshoot this a little bit. Maybe try breaking this, flip-flopping these around. Perhaps will do it. Might be just too little pressure in the system. So still got 22. Can we get that to work now? Yep. Okay, there we go. And that should have popped out. Hey, bath salts. Oh, awesome. That's very cool. And now we don't need... which one don't we need? It's the Aurum, I think. I think we're good on the Aurum, right? Right. So we can take that back. And put the Cognito, set the Cognito Essentia. Yeah, you can go back down there. And then we'll put you in there. And we're going to switch this to something else. We're going to make the salts. So to make the salts, we need all of that. And go ahead and pump in. Oh, we need the alienness first. Okay. So it's got to be done in a certain order with that. And so that's pumping in. 16. When it's not being pumped in now. It's the Cognito's got to be pumped in next, right? Okay, and now the Ordo's going in. And, uh-oh. Don't tell me it's taking... not enough. Okay, we got it. Good. And, oh, the soap popped right into our inventory because we were standing close enough. Oh, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. So this is sanitizing soap and bath salts. Got them all set. We don't need you anymore, so we can go ahead and just eliminate you from all of this. We're good to go. I'll have to clean this up later, but I gotta go take a bath. I'm just feeling so dirty with all of this stuff, you know. It would be nice to get a bath going here. So let's go ahead. We'll use our new arcane spa to do this. Okay, so we put the water bucket in there. Oh, we need some more water. Let's not too hard to get. We're right down here. Get that. 2 more buckets. So yeah, you just dump the water in like you would any other kind of block. And it's nice that that doesn't work like it should. Should pop the bucket. I feel like it should pop the bucket in when you have an empty water bucket and you want to... Actually, no, that should be right, because if you'd accidentally place a water bucket, it would be a real pain in the ass to try and get back. So is that full yet? That's almost full. So one more. So it holds 5 buckets of water. And now all we have to do is take the bath salt, put the bath salt in there, mix with ingredient, and hey, there we go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It worked, and then it didn't work. Because, oh no, we didn't have enough bath salt. Oh. Well, I've learned my lesson on that. But hey, you know what? I got my soap. And I'm gonna be squeaky clean. Feel the bubbles washing over me. Oh, and it's disappeared. So we must have a little bit of our flux removed. That's good. That's certainly good. And we can probably get rid of the water. So we got a whole bunch of water. Oh, great. Whole bunch of water blocks just hanging out here doing nothing. I hate this. But we have successfully taken a bath. We are no longer stinky. That is good. That is good for all of us. We can probably go ahead and rebuild this slightly. Maybe we'll keep this here. I don't know. We could actually build like a little spa out here and invite people over for bath time and fun conversation. I don't know. I've never dealt with a spa before. I don't know how this works in real life. I'm so antisocial. No, I'm kidding. But we've taken ourselves a little bit of a bath. And yeah, it's about it. So thank you guys for watching. Really hope you enjoyed the little episode here where we got to make ourselves a little bath. See how that worked. I don't know how it worked. I don't have a sanity meter, so I can't check on how much flux that might have removed. Unfortunately, I heard a little jingle, so I'm assuming it removed some of it, but we'll see. We'll have to see how that all turns out. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff for a little bit of soap and a little bit of bath salts. It's a long, laborious process, and we'll have to see if we can use it in the future. But that's all for now. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, stay magic, my friends. Stay magic.